Hey guys, it is Mrs. Hurd. Some of y'all were asking questions about your balancing equation stuff since you guys are super bored and you guys know that you have all of these lovely equations to balance in your yellow packets that you should all have home with you because you were all supposed to be working on them the night that this all happened. So anyway, I thought I would do a couple of them real fast for you in case you're forgetting what to do. If you guys have questions, you know you can always send me things on Remind and I can help you as much as my ability will help. I will warn you, I am at home. I do have 4 children who are running amok, and also the snoring you hear is that dog right there. Okay, so balance my equations. I am on this page here, and I did, where's the NH3? Number 5 and number 4 on this page. So just to show you different things that you might mess up on. Step 1 is we're going to separate our reactants from our products. Remember, if you write rep at the top, you know that the reactants are here, the products are over there, or if you just remember the R's do not match up, reactants are not on the right. Okay, so step 1 is separate your sides. Step 2 is pull out which elements you have. So over here I have nitrogen, I have hydrogen, and I have oxygen. And then I'm going to write them out in the same order over here as to not confuse my brain. So I have nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay, next step is count how many atoms of each one that I have. So over here I have 1 nitrogen, so I'm going to put a 1 next to my nitrogen. I have 3 hydrogen, so I'm going to put a 3 next to my hydrogen. And I have 2 oxygen, so I'm going to put 2 here. All right, then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I have 1 nitrogen, I have 2 hydrogens, and I have this 1 oxygen plus another oxygen, so 1 plus 1 is 2. All right, so now we got to start to balance. And remember, the whole point of this is a law of conservation of mass. Whatever we start, we need to end with. So I always like to leave oxygens and hydrogens till the end, but it looks like that's not an option here because our nitrogens are already balanced. So if we just start with hydrogens to start with, I know that I have, nope, not right now, sis. I know that I have 2 hydrogens here, and so I will never be able to get an odd amount of hydrogens on this side. So I know I'm going to have to multiply this one by 2 to make it even. So I'm going to start with a 2 right there. Okay, now that's going to go 2 times my 1 nitrogen, which will give me 2 nitrogens, but that also is going to affect my hydrogens. So that's going to be 2 times 3, which is 6 hydrogens. Okay?
Mama.
So now, Ellie, hold on. So now I can scoot over here and I can say, okay, well, I need to get my hydrogens balanced. So I have 2, so I'm going to need 6. So 2 times what is going to give me 6? So it is 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. Remember, we cannot change the little numbers at all. We can only change the coefficients or big numbers. And this means we have 3 of this whole thing. So it affects the hydrogens 3 times 2, which is going to give us 6. But it's also going to affect our oxygens. So we're going to have 3 times 1, which is 3. Plus another 1 over here, who can't forget this guy. So we have 3 times 1, 3, plus 1 is going to be 4. So our oxygens change to 4.
About over here.
Yes, we are going to go over there to those oxygens. Okay, so now our hydrogens are balanced, but our oxygens are not, and our nitrogens are not.
About over here too.
Okay, so we're going to need
Here.
2 nitrogens here.
And
So I'm going to put a 2 here. And that's going to give me 2 nitrogens, but that's also going to give me 3 plus 2, which would be 5. Okay, yes, 5 oxygens. Now here is my problem. Can you scooch? I am never going to be able to get an odd number of oxygens over here. And right now I have an odd number, 2 and 3. So if I ever get stuck like this, and I know that I'm never going to be able to get an odd number of it, that just means that I have to multiply the whole thing by 2. So where I had a 2, I'm going to change that to a 4. And that's going to change this to be 4 nitrogens, and that's going to change my hydrogens to be 4 times 3, which is 12. Okay, so if that's the case,
Mommy.
hold on, scoot, Jelly. Move your hand, please, baby girl. I'm going to have to change my nitrogens over here to 4, which is going to change this to 4, but that's going to change my oxygens. And I also have to change this 3 to 6. So I'm going to go 4 times 1 is 4, 6 times 1 is 6, 4 plus 6 is 10 oxygens. And then that was 4 nitrogens, 4 plus 6, and then that gives me 12 hydrogens. Okay, that was a lot, guys. So now my nitrogens are balanced, my hydrogens are balanced, but my oxygens are not. I need to have 10 oxygens over here. How am I going to get 10 oxygens over here? Well, I'm going to multiply by 5. 5 times 2 is 10 to give me my 10 oxygens. So now my nitrogens are balanced, my hydrogens are balanced, and my oxygens are balanced. So my coefficients then would be 4 to 5 to 4 to 6. Okay, this was one of the harder ones, so I want to make sure to show you. If you guys get stuck, if you think you know what you're doing and you get stuck because you can't balance out that odd number, then all you have to do is double it to make sure you get it right. Okay, I have another really easy one going here, but my cookies are in the oven and they're beeping at me. So,
Hey, Mama.
hey baby. So I am going to come back to you guys in just a second.